what's going on over here. Oh, for goodness sake, I didn't do my stream key thing. Hello? I don't even see my stream thing thing. Okay. Alright, let's see. Could be anything. I have to sign in. I wonder if I even brought my phone up here. I hope so. Yeah. Great. Oh, it says the love chain. I don't want that. Should I sign out? Oh, I don't want this either. I want to go to pictures. Hold on. There we go. Yay. Should have gone just to pictures. Hello, everybody. If you can hear us, me, hubby, and me, can you hear me? Let me see. Oh, it wants me to sign in. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. And so is the door. I said, so is the door. I have to sign in. Great, thank you. That'll make it worse. Hold on, I'm signing in. So, I'm signing in over here. And while I'm signing in, we have some pictures to show you. Are you talking to folks, I hope? Or you're just gonna... Well, you can talk any old time. That's not it. Hold on. I'm signing in, everybody. I'll be there in a minute. B-Man is signed in. Oh, dear. Okay. So, what we're doing is we have a few pictures to show you. I'm going to sign in the chain. Oh, dear. Up to... Oh, my. Okay. We have a few pictures to show you of what's going on down in our bee yard and why we are beginning to merge our hives. All summer long, and B-Man's right there in case you have questions. He's manning the main stream. Oh my, let's hope these are right. And I'm watching the secondary chat and signing in over here. Standard, no, enter 1. There we go. 8508. So we can show you. Remember, well, as soon as I sign on, I'll tell you all. Because this is kind of weird talking to nobody. You can't see anybody. It's like talking to nobody. How's it going? There you are, people. Hi. Okay. So all summer, let's see. Life with Rosie, good to see you. Thumbs up. This title is not right. The title should be Why We're Merging Our Hives. And you'll see that when I change it. Risa, baby girls, Erin. Oh, I love it. Erin, we have to do some serious talk, Erin. There's my gamer. Because I need to figure out how I'm going to game. And I can't get my games to work. I don't know what to get. Stringfield, Ridge Farm. Okay, so we have approximately maybe 10 pictures to show you what's going on at our bee yard. And we plan to also live stream, but we're taking pictures. And for us, the season kind of closes down around the end of October. We'll be putting our bees. We won't be doing anything drastic to them. We'll be packing them up for the winter. And right now, what we're doing is going through all of the beehives to assess which beehives we think, we believe will be, Aaron, I'll be over to your channel too. We got to talk. Aaron's the gamer that's going to help me. He doesn't know it yet, but anyway, we're assessing our beehives to learn which ones we have to join. How many bees is it we need to get through a winter approximately? Now, these are a best guesstimate. About 10,000 bees to get through the winter. You might ask, how many bees is that? Well, all right, bee man, how many? Y'all know me in numbers and math.
Well,
how many on a frame? How many in a hive? 10,000, give or take. Yeah.
If you're looking at a deep, which is the big box at the bottom, if all the frames, if looking down at it, all the frames have bees filling the gaps, so you can figure about 1,000 per gap. So that's 10,000.
Okay, so one of those deep boxes, remember we had the difference between the supers and the deeps. One of the deep boxes, 10 frames. We should have had a box here to show you, but all of our boxes are down there, or they're all hooky. We are looking into getting a teaching hive, which will be a beehive that we can use here online to show you various things in the beehive. Built on the Rock Homestead. Hi, those of you who are in the South. Oh yeah, thumbs up. I'm interested to know what, if anything, you do with your bees when winter comes around. I know, what were those stats for Virginia last year? I forget. A significant amount of beekeepers in the state of Virginia lost their beehives last year because the temperature there, it froze, and they didn't have their beehives wrapped and insulated, and so the bees froze to death. They will freeze. And so we're going to show you, thank you, Life with Rosie, I can do that too. We're going to show you how we pack up our bees for the winter, but that's coming up. So right now what I'm going to do is, now if the sight of bees freaks you out, you may want to just give me a thumbs up, turn off my keep the volume on, and run something else. You can let it run for time, okay? A lot of people don't like seeing this. I made the picture a little bigger, and I have my mouse here, okay? I'm going to wait till I see it over here. Going through this is an actual frame down in our bee yard. This is not off of the internet. All of these pictures are down there, or they've been changed recently. Okay? Hi, Dreamweaver and Ridge Runner. Okay, so first I'd like you to notice that, remember we talked about, if you want to know if a queen is active in your hive, or you have a viable queen, meaning a queen that you think is going to last through the winter, that's imperative, because that queen is going to start laying around February, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Yeah, okay. So she has to last until February, and then she has to start laying eggs, okay? Because we did a lot of splits, keep in mind, these are queen bees that are our own. AREROWN, own. Meaning, once those queen cells hatch, they fly up into the air. You want to explain? Oh, I know what happens. And the drones, which is why it's important to have drone bees in your hive, fly up, and I believe she's fertilized, is it 14 times? Give or take 14 times. Hopefully. Okay? That determines the success of your queen. She can only produce as well as she's fertilized during that, whatever you want. Is that the mating flight, whatever? Remember, she hatches, and the first thing she does is fly directly up straight over the hive. And then the drones go after her, and she has to be fertilized by 14 drones. So the health of your hive is imperative because you have to be sure that you have healthy drones. They should be healthy because all drones do. Their main function is to fertilize the queen and they eat. And that's it. They don't forage. Drones don't leave the hive, okay, to forage. They just roam around and whatever. On that thought, that is why here, I don't know about the South. I am going to be getting in contact with some Southern beekeepers to find out if the same thing that I'm about to mention happens there in the fall here as the bees sense the weather is changing and they know they're going to be hunkering down for the winter and they know that they've laid up enough food storage, okay, which we've helped them do, which I'll get into in a minute. They start kicking the drones out of their hive. The drones would only eat their food in the winter because they don't serve any purpose in the winter except eating. And they know the queen is not going to be flying up to be fertilized in 10 degrees weather, Fahrenheit. I mean, everybody going up would die. So it's amazing how these insects know what's coming. Now, if you look at this particular picture, this is one frame. You can see this, or excuse me, I don't know how much bigger I can get this. Just a second. Okay. Let me back up a bit here. Okay. This solid stuff here is bee bread. They use that to feed their young. And what else? That's all I can come up with. That's all I know about it.
I think they use it for their own food.
They use it for their own food, but that's bee bread. And they're all different colors. There's yellow, there's kind of an orange, there's brown, okay? The clear stuff, where's the clear stuff?
You don't see it in this one.
You don't really see it too well. That's nectar. They're still bringing in nectar.
Well,
Pardon me?
There's two cells, but
okay.
They're
let's play hot potato.
Slightly to right, center up.
Here, up. I should give you another mouse. Anyway, want the mouse to show us? Okay, there you go. You can see it here. And then I'm going to use my finger to show you because there are. Oh, let me get right here. Hold on. Oh, smart. Hold on. Okay, that's not going to work. Just a second. That's not going to work. It is a little awkward. So we're going to go back here. That'll be better in another frame. But let's go back here.
Just ignore it.
I'm going to ignore it. But as you can see, the queen is no show. Where I don't even see any. I thought I saw one capped brood.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle. You see this, folks? I'm going to go around and around. That is one capped brood, meaning one larva or one egg that developed into a larva was capped. That's all that is in this frame. Remember we talked about when you open a frame and you're checking your queen, you want to see eggs in all states of development. Or workers and drones in all states of development. You want to see the little tiny round eggs. You want to see the larva, which show in one of these pictures. And you want to see the final product here, capped brood, which when these hatch, the whole stage is there. The larva's fed. Which one do they feed the most food to? I'm wondering.
I'm not sure what the question is.
Which I'm asking, which stage do the workers feed them the most food?
Before it's capped.
Before it's capped. Okay, so we're going to go over, which means, oh, goodness gracious. Which means I'm going to have to, oh dear, let me try this. There we go. Let me go back. This is kind of new for me. Here. enter. No. We go back. Oh, there it is. Okay. So it has to be over here. There we go. Okay. Same thing here. If you just look at this, let me make it a little bigger. Not too much bigger. This is either this queen is gone or dead, or I didn't see indication of dead, and I'll get more into that in a minute.
She's a poor layer.
Poor layer. Here's a capped brood here, and there's not another until way over here.
It should be almost every cell.
Right. You should see that beautiful capped brood all filled in. I don't know if you remember that. I've got sources everywhere. Oh, she's got sources. Ooh. My chicken stuck skinny pigs. Da, 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 da. But the bees are all over the big kiddie pool and they can't climb up. Okay. Hi, Tammy. Okay, built on a rock. They're not, unless the bees are probably looking for water. One thing about bees is they're not going to get water like your chickens, your ducks, your geese, your guineas, or your goats, your dogs and cats. Remember, they're going to float on a leaf or a little piece of wood, something that they won't drown in. Somewhere on one of our videos, we show how they go down to the pond. We have a pond, and they kind of inch like into the mud a little bit, or they'll be on leaves or whatnot that are just gently sloping in the water. They're not going to go straight in the water. They'll drown. They can't swim. They can't float on the water. They can't just they can't go on the water like the other animals you're talking about. They have a board in the pool so they can get out and fly off. Would you mind sending us a picture of that? Because when you say a board, I'm imagining like something this large, or even if it's like a 3x5 card. I don't know. I've never seen them do that. Although I have heard of people putting kiddie pools in their yards for bees. One thing we tried, and I believe it worked, was, I don't know why we used it. Maybe we were going away or something. We had like a bird bath, and we put rock stones in it, and then we filled it with their bee food, or what, sugar water? Sugar water. That worked. But how you doing, Tammy? Anybody else have any ideas?
This time of year,
they're falling in. Yeah, board is about 3 or 4 inches wide and long. Yeah, they can't maneuver that. Let me write the
This time of year, it's hot, and there's often a nectar dearth. Which means they don't have another way of getting liquid, which means they're going to be more desperate for water.
Right.
They have to have water to cool the hive.
I don't know if you heard me, man. It's hot, needless to say, and we're in a dearth because most of your major pollen and nectar plants are falling off, and so they need water to cool their hive. And wow. You may want to check on YouTube how people are doing water with their bees. We did try, remember we tried the chicken feeders to water our bees? That didn't work. I'm in Texas, very dry. Yeah, they can get on, they light on the board. Is that what you're saying?
I think that's what he's saying.
But they can, I don't know, if they can't bend down and...
They can get to the edge if it goes to the water. They'll go right to the edge, drink,
wild
and then
bees.
back up. That's what they do.
Okay, if they're wild bees, it doesn't matter. Yeah, the planting tray with wet soil pellets. Planting tray. Oh, you mean like the little trays that you start your plants in. Hi, Royalty Radiates. Good to see you. Thumbs up, everybody. Did you see that built on a rock? Like the little starter trays, I think they're talking about, with what what did she say? Soil pellets in it. And then fill those with water. That might work. Or maybe little pebbles. They would have to be really tiny. Ooh. Let me write down who had that question. Built on the rock homestead. Hold on. 21st built. Okay.
Yes, they can use a Tammy. They can use a bird bath, Tammy, if you've got something for them to light on.
Right.
Like if you fill it with pebbles.
Right.
Or pieces of wood.
Can you all hear B-Man when he gives you these suggestions? I don't know. You have to, you've got to put pebbles in there. I'm trying to think. My suggestion would be to go on, I got water sources all over the place, not sure why they were drawn to the biggest kiddie pool. Is your kiddie pool the closest source of water? Hi, Rasmus Morgan, good to see you. Is your kiddie pool, oh, y'all mix and mingle and grab each other up in the chat. Just be nice. No going back and forth. Me and my kids, hi, good to see you. You know, we don't mind you connecting over here. If you're gonna connect the right way, you know, go over to that person's channel and leave a like and all that stuff, and on and on. Thank you, me and my kids, for sharing us out. You might want to go over there or go to YouTube and see how people are doing it. I don't have any other particular answer to you, except they're not going to drink like your other little critters, you should say, because we tried the chicken feeders. They were drowning left and right. It was pitiful.
Yeah, they basically have to be able to get to the water without falling in.
They have to be able to get to the water without falling in.
Oh, here's one that says you drink from the sides of the
Sides of the, I have two funky pools.
I've heard of that.
One medium and the other source of water very close to each other. A couple of bricks in it for the bees to land on, but they prefer to drink from the sides. Yeah, because they can't maneuver the bricks. If you look at the size of a bee, or go on, hi Divine Family, good to see you. Thumbs up. That's me over here. Thumbs up. Just give us a thumbs up. They don't have like giraffe necks where they can go in and drink it. They don't maneuver like other insects. They can't do that stuff. You know what? Built on a rock. Thinking. Let me see. Trying to think of what will work for you. You got any ideas? The kiddie pools are for the ducks and geese, but bees suddenly flying around the medium pool. Yeah, they want the water. I'm trying to think. What about like a little pan, like, you know, aluminum or something, and float some leaves on it? You know what I would do? I'd go to the dollar store or someplace. I wouldn't put regular leaves on there. I get those plastic things and, you know, pull them off and float those on there. They're not going to sink, are they? Anybody else got any idea? Because that has to be, you know, kind of unnerving for your children. You know, do I have a picture of a queen? Huh. Not in this setup, but we do somewhere in all of our videos, but not right now. I'm going to move on, but they prefer the seed starter pellets to the bird bath. Okay, what, Ridge Runner, what are you putting in the seed starter pellets? If you can answer that for us, what are you putting in there for them to light on? Because they have to light on something. You know, they have to... yeah, this works. Okay, here's another one. These are all recent, okay, within the past 2 days, I'll say. Uh, Soil pellets. You're single, no children. A huge stock tank with duckweed growing in it. No bees there. It's got water. Stock tank. What's it is?
Yeah.
Which one is duckweed? We have duckweed. Let's keep the
One thing about the water is some people who studied this have indicated that bees will go to the water that they find the most nutritious. They will sometimes choose muddy water over clear water. Water in that's swampy and you wouldn't drink if you were paid, but they want the minerals or something in the water. So their choice depends on their perception of the quality of the water.
You hear that? I'm not buffering. I'm encouraging Ridge Runner to share. Anybody share. Ridge Runner, when you say just keep them wet with water, what are you spraying them? You think they spraying them would work? I mean, I don't know what Ridge Runner, is it Ridge Runner I just spoke to? No, I'm not buffering. All of my water is muddy. I have ducks. Oh yeah, ducks, yeah. We have our first time. Ridge Runner, way to go. Okay, one hive. Okay, Ridge Runner, what state are you in? Oh, that's so exciting. I remember when we got ours. Oh, we did everything. I'm sure yours are just fine. So Ridge Runner, you have no, what did they say about their, what is Ridge Runner doing? What are you doing, Ridge Runner? I just keep them wet with water. There's no standing water. How you doing that, Ridge Runner? What state are you in? You're going to have to get some, do you know what, we just put enough water in the tray to keep the pellets wet. North Carolina. Okay, Ridge Runner, I'm going to ask you if you've ever heard of these. How do you, this Boardman BOR? Have you ever heard of a Boardman feeder? All you would need is like a $5 piece and a canning jar. Very simple water. Goes right at the entrance. You can also put sugar water with it. Okay? I'm going to go back to our picture here. This is the frame. What is fantastical? Oh, okay. Let me go a little closer so you can see. No, you haven't heard of it, or you don't have one. Never heard of it? You can. You can get a canning jar. Just about any. Well, of course, we live out here. We've been in the sticks for so long. We have a lot to learn about. Well, yeah, Ridge Runner, but don't worry about it. Ridge Runner, I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen up, Ridge Runner. Somebody tell you that they know everything there is to know about bees, you go the other way. Okay, we have in our side recommended channels or whatever. Please, okay, all you need is a quart canning jar and the little Ridge Runner, the little top. You can get anywhere. Check Amazon, check eBay, check anywhere. Boardman feeder. I've got your channel down. I just wrote it. See if I can send you a picture. But no one knows everything. This is our 6th year, and we're still learning. Because bees are unpredictable. They will always do something different. You'll get a hive, and they'll go right along. You'll say, oh, what a wonderful, fantastic hive. They're so quiet. They're so peaceful. And boy, that hive will change because they'll get a new queen or something may happen. And before you know it, they can be the rowdiest group in the bunch. I need to go. Great info. Have a great night. You too, Built on the Rock. Take care. Hope you find a solution there. We already learned 5 different beekeepers, and we'll give you 5. Yes, you're right, Rich Runner. But on our channel, I recommend Big Bear. I'm gonna type them in. You want Big Bear Home. STE. Thank you, Jerome's beekeeping. I think Jerome's is beekeeping and farm, something like that. Okay. I'm going to go to that in a second. But Ridge Runner, Big Bear Homestead, you can reach out to them. They live stream Saturday night. You can reach out. They have a Facebook page. Okay, Rasmin. Facebook who has hives. Okay. Thank you, Rasmin Morgan. Okay, because I forgot. Rasmin. Oh, Ridge Runner. Are you in the South? Because everybody I just recommended to you is in the South. Tennessee Bees is fantastic. He has so many videos. If you make a comment or reach out to him, he will get back to you. Big Bear Homestead, you can email them. They're very open. Tell them Bee Lady sent you. Same with Jerome Bee Farms. He's in Oklahoma, so I don't know quite where you are. Rasmin, you have a friend on Facebook. Fine. North Carolina. Okay. Then, or Pickerick 1. Who's the other one? I think it's 1. Okay, those are all channels. Tell them Bee Lady sent you, and you'll be okay. Okay, now the things to point out here on this next picture. Can I put up? Will this expand it?
This one?
Yeah.
Here.
Want me to expand it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to expand this.
I don't see that, but I pretty much know.
There we go. More?
If you look at center left.
Ooh.
The cells that look like they're little buckets of water.
Uh-huh.
That's nectar that they're bringing in.
Yes, my friend is in Minnesota. I think Missouri. I know. Okay. Oh, great, Ridge Runner. Ask him anything. Pickerick 1 just showed us a new way to get swarms. Okay, and Pickerick 1, although he currently doesn't have bees, knows a great deal. Okay, on this current picture that's up right here where I'm going around and around is nectar, I hope. What?
That's the first frame, right?
What do you mean the first frame?
The first picture of the whole frame.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, center left.
Okay, I'm
got
gonna...
a whole bunch of glistening cells.
See all those glistening cells?
That's nectar.
This is nectar. Let me back up a little bit, or I should say go out. So you can see the glisten. See the glisten? There you go.
Now eventually will turn into honey as they dry it up.
Right. This, the bees will dry it, which I believe is fanning it. And then it'll turn into honey.
And if you go further up on the left,
okay,
you'll see there's a small patch of sealed honey.
Okay.
There's a lot of bees on top of it, but
okay, gotcha. Let me go a little bit in. Okay, you see this right here? I'm going around. This is capped. It's sealed honey, but it's what's called capped honey. The bees have dried it out by flapping their wings, and they've capped it with wax. It takes a tremendous amount of energy for them, wing flapping, to dry that out. They use a lot of energy.
they have to reduce the moisture content to 17%
Right.
or less.
Moisture content has to be reduced to 17%. Rasmin Morgan. Let me write them down. Rasmin. Okay. If your friends in Minnesota, do they winterize their bees? They probably do. Okay. So, I think that's all that's noteworthy on this particular frame. It's a typical frame. To me, it's a low bee count, but that's just me.
Well, it is. It's a failure.
It's a failing hive, probably, yes. And that's a whole nother ball of wax, Rasmin Morgan. That winterizing beehives is, you know. Mm. Okay, next picture.
It's almost the same. It's just a wider shot.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
See.
Well, I can't. I have to get there first. Uh-oh. I don't know how I keep doing that. Oh, it's up here. Let me try this. That wasn't it. Okay. All right.
The upper right corner, if you want to point that out, you haven't drawn all the wax yet.
Oh, up here? Okay, let me...
Upper right, yeah.
Here. Okay, hold on.
I'm actually looking at the pictures.
Here.
Yeah, up. No, keep going. The black is the.
Oh, that little itty bitty.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to point it out.
Okay, yeah, I can point that out. Up here. Way up here in the corner. They're still drawing out the wax. Or drawing out, building comb. I'm trying to, you can see it's actually, see the shape of the comb? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a hexagon. Perfect hexagon. It's amazing. It's amazing what these little bees do. You gotta love it. Okay, now to get back to where I was. Here we go. I'm gonna figure this out. Okay. Aha! That's pretty much the same. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. A little blurry. Was it my glasses? Oh dear, it was my glasses. Let me try another pair.
No, it's blurry.
Looks good here.
Well,
Okay, I said they flew away, so I don't know if he's still doing it. Haven't he said they flew? Oh boy, if they flew away, they swarmed. He said they flew away. That means they didn't like something. They took off. That's what we ran into this summer. What was it? 9 swarms. RBs.
about 10.
First of all, due to no, it's not really a beekeeper's fault. It's in their genetics to reproduce, so they take off, especially upwards up to the time of June 21st, because that's when they reach their peak of production. Okay, and from June 21st, no matter where you are, the bees start sliding downhill toward wintertime.
Actually, your next picture is better.
My next picture is better, Bean says. This one's a little blurry. It looks good with the reading glasses on. Okay, let's try that. Oh, there we go. All right. This is a nice close-up. Bee bread right here where my mouse is. Hi, Life with... I can't pronounce that, but it's good to see you. Thumbs up, please. And nectar. The shiny stuff, like right here, that's nectar. Richard LaFleur, you are on a Mac. You got that right. See all my little, hey, you're not supposed to be looking at that. I really don't care what you see. Yes, I'm on a Mac. Do you like your Mac? Oh dear. I'm on a Mac, yes, and I'm using OBS. And I'm also using a program called, oh, go ahead. Thank you, Life. I'm also using a program called Switchboard Live, which hopefully if you go to Facebook, you'll see this live on our 2 channels over there. You'll also see it live on Twitter. You'll see it live on Periscope. Let me check out Periscope. And you'll see it live on Twitch. Multi-streaming! You got that right, Richard. And I'm doing it with, it feeds right into my OBS. Where's my switchboard? Let me see. Just checking Periscope, folks. You know, it pays to know what you're doing. You know what? What are you using, Richard? You have a Mac? I love Macs. I mean, that's just me. Anything else you want to point out here? I'm looking for Periscope. Let's see.
Well, you can see the nectar since it's a close
On the next one?
No, on this one.
On this one?
Yeah.
Okay, you want me to go in more?
Well, you can see it, right?
Yeah, you can see it. It's,
So,
yeah. You can see the nectar. Okay, we're going to go to another one. This one's kind of just, we're looking at this. There's no brood. I'm looking for, oh, there it is. I'm looking for Periscope so you can see what that looks like here. Okay, see? That's Periscope. That's on my phone. Periscope only live streams. You can only get it on your phone. Okay, right there live, okay? I don't know, I'm going to go back and forth. But the good thing about Periscope is it feeds directly into Twitch. No, not Twitch, Twitter. Okay, all right. So that's something to keep in mind. Got that right. You got that, Richard LaFleur? Anybody got a question about that? Periscope Live. It's a free app. I have mine on my iPhone. Okay, just checking it, and which means I should be live on the others. Sometimes I watch the others. I don't. I'm not right now. So let's see. I'm gonna go on to another picture. This one, anything specific you want to show?
oh, the next one.
It's got some capped honey in it.
Yeah, the capped honey on the
right here.
On the upper left. Yeah, that's a close up more of the same thing.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Close up. This is capped honey. This is nectar. Remember, the bees with their little wings are fanning and drying. You gave us a good idea. Next time we go to the hive, we're going to take pictures. Yes, Ridge Runner. And then you make up a slideshow of your pictures. Perfect. We use a very inexpensive iPhone. And depending on where you are, Ridge Runner, are you able to you can live stream? Let me see. I'm just going to go over to your channel. Live stream from your bee yard. I'll come in. Let me see. About. You're getting there. In fact, I just here. I click the bell. Okay, Ridge Runner, I got you now. Not a problem. Right, Ridge Runner, I joined you. Yeah, you can if you can live stream, either live stream there and show us what you're doing. Let me go back and make sure I clicked your bell. Because that way, I'll go, oh, he's hold on. He, she, whoever. That's the thing, you meet these new channels. Oh no, I rang your bell automatically. Who's this Mac guy? Yes, Ridge Runner. Ridge Runner. Yeah, that's who. Right, take it with you. We're fine, Life, with, thank you, Life, for sharing them out. So, this is just another close-up. This is why, in a dearth, ideally we should be feeding our bees. That's my fault. Ideally, because they're doing a lot of work now. Maybe I'll start whipping up some sugar water. Yeah, I think I better, huh? We're at that time, folks. I got to start whipping up some sugar water. Yeah. Because if they're not getting the food from the trees, then on the wet pellets and the planting trees, on the wet pellets and the planting trees. All right, Dreamweaver, put those in a slideshow. Do you have an iPhone, Dreamweaver? You have an iPhone? Because on iPhone, I found it by accident just a few days ago. They have this feature called Moments or something, and it'll make up your own little slideshow. Put some music on there. Yeah, Dreamweaver, make up your own little show and put they give you the music and then save that and then put that up on YouTube. Right? The more the merrier. You need to put this out, especially if you're going to write one of the channels that we recommend, like Tennessee or Tennessee Bees, Big Bear Homestead, Jerome Bee Farm, or Uh-oh. Big Bear, did I say them? Big Bear. It helps to send them a picture. You gotta send them a picture of what's going on in your hive. Okay? Yeah. You have any more questions about live streaming or how we get these pictures and stuff? So far, we don't have a camera. That would be, yes, it would, Dreamweaver. Right. You got that right. I'm getting you to Ridge Runner and Dream. Hold on. Let me make sure I have the right people here. I want to go over there and make sure I have him too. You need to start putting that information out. Nope, didn't have him either. You know, sometimes you smaller channels, you stay a secret too long. Can't do that. Can't do that. Well, okay, all right. You guys got to come on out so we can, not that we're a big channel, but, you know, you all come on into interesting in how you treat your bees. Oh, yeah. Who does that? Oh, how we do, Ridge Runner. Huh? We use Mite-Away quick strips. Quick strips. I do know some people, there's a temperature that you can treat them at. You know, we're going to have to put some information out about that. It's good for this. Mite-Away quick strips are not bad for the bees. Another way is the old timers. Some of the old timers use confectionery, or I should say powdered sugar. Right? They sprinkle it on the bees. Well, we don't know now, but theory being that they would lick it off, and by licking it off, they would lick off the mites. Have you done a test for mites? And I'm going to go to the next frame on that, if you have or haven't, because you may want to do that. Anything here? Pardon me? It's okay. Want me to turn this towards you? Ooh, itch.
Okay. This is just a picture of the deep from the top.
Oh, okay. Picture of the deep from the top. Let me magnify this.
That basically, they've only worked on the 3 frames in the middle.
Oh, yeah, they're pitiful.
This is because the queen is not laying enough eggs.
You're going to test very soon. Yes, Ridge Runner. Are you going to use the confectionery sugar and the canning jar, or are you gonna blow away some bees and use the alcohol? I shouldn't laugh when I say that. The rubbing alcohol. I mean, that's gonna kill all the bees, but you get a better count. Where are you? Ridge Runner was in North Carolina. One of them is in North Carolina. I believe that was him. Smash that like. Thank you, Life with. Make sure to, that's right, Life with whatever. You got it.
So this is an underperforming.
This here, okay, is what an underperforming hive looks like. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 frames. Okay? The sugar. We have a very strong hive. Oh, that's great, Ridge Runner. You're going to, depending on if, Ridge Runner, go to the entrance of your hive. Look at your bees. Now, we have this in an earlier video up from this summer. Look at your bees. See if your bees are bringing in pollen. You'll know because they'll have orange legs. They'll put the pollen in the back of their legs. Yellow, orange, something. Okay, yellow or orange. We show that all over the place on one of those streams. We'll have to put that up next week. If they aren't, they are bringing it in. Okay, when you do a hive, okay, very good, Rich Runner. When you do a hive inspection, make sure you see, because I don't want you to lose them. Not now. Make sure you see like nectar, honey, brood. Well, Ridge Runner said they're bringing it in. They're in North Carolina, I believe. The Hive and the Homestead. There are beekeepers right there. Yeah. The Hive and the Homestead. Very accomplished beekeepers. Add them to the list. Right there. Hive and the Homestead. All right. Here they are, folks. We have 2 new beekeepers here, Hive and the Homestead. We have Ridge Runner and we have Dreamweaver, who's helping Ridge Runner. Right. And you want to keep up with the Hive and the Homestead. They are no rookies. They're out there. They're doing it. So, I forget where they are geographically. But however, yes, if you don't have them, and they have videos up which are on my to watch list. I have like 200 people on my watch list. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. But they're somewhere up north, I think. What state are you in, Hive and the Homestead? But they're not rookies. Mama tried. Hi, good to see you. Thumbs it up, everybody. Yeah, good. Good Ridge Runner. Those are people you can they can reach out to you, right, Hive and the Homestead? Very nice people. And they're not Louisiana. Okay, great Southern folks. So one thing about the South, which hey, Mama tried. Okay, yeah, mix and mingle and all that. Very good, Dreamweaver. They're ringing your bell, Hive and the Homestead. So you got to get, I don't know if you have a, what do you call it? I don't know if you have a, a live up, a recent live up. Well, Hive and the Homestead, I'm only telling the truth. They got a homestead and hives. So go for it. Thank you, Life with, I can't pronounce that, but I know what it is. But yeah, it's the bone thing. But anyway, we have 2 in here, and they Dreamweaver and Ridge Runner. Yeah, and I got them written down. Casey Detox, good evening, good to see you. Okay, where's the other one? Rasmus, yeah, Morgan. I mean, there's some new beekeepers in here. No recent live, but an extraction video. Okay. On our very good. Wow, you got to go for it. Go for it, Hive and the Homestead. Good for you. Good to see you, KC. Mama tried. Okay. Mix and mingle and all that good stuff, right? But it was built on a rock homestead that was in here, and I'm sorry they're gone, Hive and a Homestead, but they had a question about water. They have kiddie pools, and the bees are either drowning or going up the side. They have a water issue, how for the bees to get water. And someone suggested a planter, not a planter, the little plant seed, the little things you put seeds in, and with pellets in there, and then water. We suggested a bird bath. Okay, KC, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Hardneck Farms, hey, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. So anyway, this hive up here is kaput. This is as of a few days ago, maybe even yesterday, I'm not sure. Okay, but put rocks, right, the bees can, yes. Okay, hold on, photo date. Yep, that was 2 days ago. This is a failing hive. What we're doing now, like I said, some of these failing hives, a good number of them are hives that we split. The reason, starting trade with soil pellets. Yep, that seems to be the big thing. But we split them because hardneck, pardon me? These are the result of a split.
This is one of them, yes.
Our bees just went.
The queen is poorly mated.
The queen is poorly mated. What does that mean? That means when we split the hive, okay, When we split our hive, okay, we didn't take a queen. We left the queen over at the main hive. We took queen cells, a lot of them, maybe 8, 7, all hanging somewhere at the bottom of the frames. These things are called a frame, okay? And so, of course, when one of those queens hatches, she does a very interesting thing, and I've actually heard the sound at a bee class conference I went to. Someone had the sound on. Yeah, I've heard it. Plants and notice. Very good, Ridge Runner. Learn from the bees. Yepper. Then you just, yep, very good. Very good, Ridge Runner. Learning from the bees. She comes out and she sings a little song like, oh, and it brings the queens. And then she kills them. That's not funny, but she kills them.
Part of the reason that they were, some of them were pollinated is it was raining a lot. And that just,
I was about to say that. Another reason is we've had a tremendous amount of rain this year. For us, the saving grace, the bad thing about that is when you have a significant amount of rain, that's why I suggested, I think it was one of these channels, I'm getting confused with one or the other, it's going to wash away your pollen. So you want to keep note of your bees. Are they still bringing in pollen? Are they still bringing in pollen? Because they will, there you go. They show the email right there. There's the email for Hive in the Homestead. Any questions? Anybody up there, Dreamweaver, you got that? Here it is. I'm going to repost that. There you go. Copy. There you go. Hive and Homestead. Oops. Here's their email. Okay? Drop them a line. They're not rookies. They'll get right back to you. Okay? There you go. I just posted it below again. We've had a lot of rain, which means it's washing away the pollen. So that interferes with, remember a little earlier we talked about Ridge Runner. Ridge Runner. The email is right above you, Ridge Runner. That's Hive and Homestead. Me, our email is Apiary. Yeah, there you go. That's ours. So when that queen shot up and the drones were going up to fertilize her, remember it takes 14 for a successful mate, whatever you want to call that flying dance, didn't happen that well. So this is just kind of the result. Just didn't go that well. Okay. Okay, I'm going to show you. I see these things as like, oh, now I know. There you go. Now in the hive, this was the 19th, 2 days ago. Okay. In a picture, these things look like but when you're actually there, they look amazing. Okay, I'm going to point out each thing. Shiny stuff we know is nectar. This is capped brood. Okay, here's a capped brood. Here. This is larva. And this is larva. And this is larva. So here's capped brood. Why is there a hole in it? I don't know. That makes me suspicious of mite. Could be. Look, my first guess would be good, Ridge Runner. Thank you, Hardneck Farms. When I see a hole in the middle of brood, I'm thinking mite, because that's what they do. They go in and they feed on the larva. Yeah. Anyway, this larva has to be capped. So it looks like this. Well, not like that. It looks like this. Nothing's happening in this hive. Let me back out a little bit. or very little. I mean, the everything is sporadic. It's all hodgepodge. It's all over the place. Okay, so it's just a failing hive. So we don't feel too bad about it. You know, let's see. Oh, here's another one where you can see how these look when you back out just a little bit. See how sporadic, I mean, bees are almost non-existent, but see how sporadic her egg laying is? Here are a couple of larvae here, right here. I don't see any eggs. This right here, let me home in on that. I don't know what's happening here. See right here, the one with the white on top. I have no idea what that is.
A little white thing inside.
No, see right here. Yeah, right here. Yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
That's just cat food.
Okay, I didn't know what that thing was. Raspberry. I have to go. We're going in a second.
I think that's.
Thank you too, Raspberry Morgan. We're gonna keep a look at it. Got the bell rung and everything. We'll be over. We'll be over. But this is another indication. I mean, up here, mites are eating it. There's capped larvae that can only stay capped for, I think it's 9 days. It's just a mess. It's a failing hive. You see 3 bees. I mean, they're doing the best they can do. So what we're doing with these is we are joining the ones that we think can join with others and not destroy them when we join them. We're making assessments, okay? Rasmin, thank you. Rasmin, thank you so much for stopping by. We're coming right after you, okay? But so next week we'll probably cover or shall have pictures of joining, probably a video, something like that. So thanks to everyone. I have to get going. You too, Tammy. Thank you so much for stopping by. But yeah, so these are just some pictures from what's happening down there right now. We haven't done a lot of live streaming from down there. Kind of hot. You put on the bee suit, it's like, oh, you know, it's like 100. You put on the bee suit, it's 110. You know, so that's another thing. But we're gonna get going. But this has been fun. Thank you everybody that stopped by, and we'll be here next week. I'm going to try really hard to live stream from the bee yard. I'm going to make an effort to whip up some sugar water. No small task. And until then, you know, maybe we can do that live. I'm going to say goodbye, which means I'm going to call this up and I'm going to stop. See? That's me. See you next week, everybody.